Splash. It's great. You come on down here. It's always 85, 82 degrees in here.
Yeah.
The water's warm. They got the full buffet tailgate for the pregame, the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games. They have a halftime tailgate. The food is sensational. DJ takes over in the afternoon.
Anything that you want to watch is on TV.
Yep, everything's here in Quebec.
Over 30 TVs here.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Got the restaurants that have here under one roof.
Right.
Bobby Flay's here. Gordon Ramsay's here. It's one after another. This is the place you want to be if you just want to come and you're an NFL fan. Doesn't matter what your team is. You're just an NFL fan.
Hey, you're just hanging out. I mean, they got bars all over the place. They got cabanas. They got Chase Lounge.
It's basically August. It's August, and we're indoors.
Right.
Yeah, we're outside.
It's gray outside, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like rain. It's going to supposedly rain a little bit. But not here.
No, not
this
here.
Is great.
We're here from 10 to 12.
We're here from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. The locker room with Billy Schweim, Brad Quast, Mike Carlin. The Eagles are on a bye. I was at the game last Sunday night. It was unbelievable. The crowd was great. It was electric. And, it's just such a great time to be a Philly fan, a Philadelphia fan. The Flyers won last time, 3-1 against Nashville. They're 4-1. And the Sixers get off to a slow start. I don't know what the heck's wrong with them, but they better thank God. They better thank their lucky stars for the Phillies and the Eagles.
Yeah.
Because nobody even knows about them.
October is great. All the four major sports are playing in October, all at once. That's fun. Makes South Philly a really exciting place.
And I should have known that yesterday was going to be a good day for the Phillies. Because last night when I was riding home, I noticed my tire was a little flat. I'm like, what's going on? So I went by the Mavis and Summers Point, and it was like 4:40, and the garage doors were open. The guy wouldn't help me. So I'm like, I said, can't you just? I need to get this nailed out. I got to get home. He goes, no, I got somewhere to go. So I head towards the pike. I go down Ocean Heights Avenue, cut across the pike, and there's another Mavis, and Alonzo was in there. Brought me right in. The guy was nice. He was unbelievable. Fixed my tire. It was like I was a pit stop at a race. Like
in and out.
He got me in and out. So Alonzo Rivas did a great job at Mavis Discount Tires, and I really appreciate his effort. Also want to extend my condolences to the Basanti family. Anthony Basanti succumbed to cancer after a long battle. It's tough, Carlin, and people have to fight that. So, but we got a lot to be thankful for as the Philadelphia Phillies continue their winning ways. We hope they finish it out tonight, Carlin. You were walking in saying you would pitch somebody else or pitch another guy. You wouldn't waste Wheeler. Is what you were saying. My feeling is I want to get rid of the Padres tonight. I don't want to go back to San Diego. I know the sports book consigliere, Dave Sherapan, wants the game to return to San Diego.
Yeah, he does.
Right? Because he wants to go to the game. He's got tickets for Game 6. I don't want to see Game 6.
No, you got to win tonight. You
don't give
all hands board right now. You don't want to get on that plane, leave tonight.
But you don't want to give him another opportunity.
No, you win at home.
Right? You win at home. Close it out.
You got all your arms in the bullpen. You got it. Whoever you got to use, you got to use.
Can I give a good friend of ours in the show?
I was waiting for you to do that.
So Mike and Lori, who are really good friends in the show, and actually traveled with us when we were going from here to yesterday. Mike had a little hiccup health-wise, and got a little scared. You say that he got scared. He's in the hospital. He's out of the hospital. I talked to him yesterday. He said every day he's getting better and better. And he's hoping to see us next week. And yesterday,
all right.
So I just want to say, Mike and Lori, we're thinking about you. And we hope to see you soon.
So we're here at the pool today at Atlantic City. Harrah's in Atlantic City. The pool. This is the place to be. The NFL Sunday Splash with just all the TVs here. They got two huge screens at either end of the pool. So this is the place to be. Now, every Sunday we talk with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News, brought to you by Brill Pools, for the keys to the game. And since we have a bye this week, we're going to get Grayson's grade, see if he gives us a little prelude to what he's going to tell Mike Gill on Monday on the Sports Bash with Mike Gill. You can catch Grayson's grades there every Monday. He also writes 97.3 ESPN.com, Grayson's grades. Look for that there. And then hour 2, we'll talk to the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Padula Masonry. And so that'll complete the show. But we have a lot to talk about in the bye week because the Cowboys are playing the Lions today. And that's a scary game. And the Giants have the Jags today. Q, as a former player, I always like to ask you these type of questions because you lived it. If the Eagles beat the Lions, and the Cowboys are supposed to be a good team, the Giants, they should be able to beat them too, right? But what happens if one team loses to the other team?
They don't. That has no relevance.
It has no relevance.
Just
right?
the people
Every
that are
game's
betting, just
different.
the people that are betting the games.
Right.
There's no relevance on the locker room because they still got to line up, and you got 22
They got to
guys on each
scheme
team.
it, right?
You got to scheme it, and they're all professionals. And you'll watch the film of the prior game of winning, losing, and you maybe take some things away from it to capitalize on their weakness or their strength. But it has no relevance, and you just line up and play every Sunday.
Yeah, there's teams that match up good against other teams. Absolutely right.
Yeah,
the matchups are key.
Matchups
right?
are key. Yeah, what they can expose their receivers, their running game, and then they take advantage of it. That's how good a coaching is.
Now, last week against the Cowboys, the Eagles got off to a really good start. They were up 20-3, I believe, and then the Cowboys came back in the second half, only for the Eagles to have sustain a nice drive and score a touchdown. And the next touchdown.
All of our games. Every one of our games, we got off to a great start. In the first half, we played unbelievable.
Right.
The second half is where we sometimes look at.
Well, it's a great point. What they do is they do the forecast and they do the pregame and they have
Script like
plays.
the
So it works, and then you see good coaching and how they make adjustments on the fly. First quarter, second quarter, and definitely at halftime. Their game plan is completely changed. And that's how you got to be so mobile and adapt to what they're trying to accomplish and do to you.
All right, we're having a lot of fun down here at the pool, Harrah in Atlantic City. This is NFL headquarters for your NFL Sunday Splash here at the pool at Harrah. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts to help you through the entire process. From contract signing to closing, the shortest center city, and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Hey, the locker room at Blitz's Market want to discount your Eagles game day meal. During the Eagles season on game day, get a turkey or Italian hoagie for just $5 when you mention the locker room. Get down to Blitz's all season long at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Blitz's now has online ordering at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Blitz's is home of the dill pickle hoagie. It's really a big deal. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here as we broadcast live from the pool at Harrah. It's the locker room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, and Brad Quast right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Brad, just a reminder, try not to touch the headset because every time you do, it gives like feedback on it.
Okay.
Otherwise, I guess it looks good. Ryan didn't hit the StreamYard at the very beginning of the show.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to get your attention, but you went behind there. I'm like,
well, I was on the phone with Ryan.
Okay.
He started panicking.
Yeah.
He's like, Billy's pretty average, 4.43.5. Cut down.
how much?
They're 4.43.5 average.
Okay.
Total.
I thought because I thought we lost.
Well, because they used to be all 4.5, 4.5, 4. So you lost a total of 90 at your
90 seconds.
Well, roughly. I mean, your commercials aren't exactly.
No, but they're mostly.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, what a nightmare getting in here today. That's unbelievable. I told you it's hot.
Always something, right?
Yeah.
You guys go with the fans over there?
Yeah, it's great. Show after guaranteeing me he was going to be here. So he's out. That's it. And he's not going to do he's probably not going to do my website.
Find somebody else.
Hey, Carlin, what's he doing? Taking pictures of people? Look at those big kids. You decided to fit.
Mm-hmm.
Little brown sugar.
Mm-hmm. Look at that Furbies. She don't like it. There you go. Tuck those babies. There you go.
Yeah, she wants them. Look at this. Maybe she wants them sticking
Of
out.
course she does. Only asset she's got. Look at that. I don't like that one. Look, I don't like that one. She's trying to be a influencer.
2 minutes, Mike.
You can do all the shots you want, honey. It ain't gonna matter. She's showing her boobs. Are the boobs showing? Look at them.
Yeah, she doesn't come out the side.
Okay. Just doctor it up, honey. Doctor it up. You know that's a wig.
All right, we're broadcasting live from the pool at Harrah's, 97.3 ESPN, the locker room. Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, Brad Quast, three-time All Big Ten linebacker with us today. And we got the Phillies on a bye. Is it too early for a bye, Q, as a player? I mean,
The Eagles, you mean?
when's the best time to have a bye if you're a player?
Right before Christmas.
or after a big loss.
Yeah, you're probably November.
right now,
November's a
I
good
want to
time.
keep playing.
Right, I was going to say they're 6-0. You don't want to take a break, do you?
I want to keep playing.
But
Now, if
it's
I
a
had
good time.
someone
Your body's hurting right now, so this ain't a bad time for a bye.
You
Not a
got
bad time.
Jordan Mailata's hurting. You got Lane Johnson has a concussion, right? You got there are a few guys. Slay and Bradbury are a little banged up. They left a couple games, with some bruises. So they all could use
It's
that
not like we
time.
played only 3
Everybody
games.
can use it, and then you get your legs under you. You get a little more healthy, and you get a little more giddy up in your step. So buys are
So
good.
we have a bye and we don't have to travel. Our next game.
That's a
Right.
good
We
thing.
got Pittsburgh.
So
So
you get another extra day and a half actually.
So last night Jalen Hurts rang the bell at the Sixers game,
Okay.
and so they're feeling it. They're all smelling themselves.
Yeah.
How do you keep that in perspective, Q? I mean, when you're winning, you walk into a restaurant, people buying you drinks and food, maybe you're on top of the world.
Brad, is it veterans in the locker room?
Yeah, there's veterans in the locker room. Everyone's focused. They have a mission to play. They haven't done anything yet. And it's a good point, though, because of the younger coaching staff. So you need to have kind of the veteran leadership, which they do in the locker room, to say, hey, we haven't done anything. Let's focus in on our next game to game, week
Game to game, week to week. But
That's
it's
all.
tough. I don't care who you are. You're human.
Yeah.
Carlin,
And then especially with the
Right?
excitement with the Phillies.
Yeah.
Everyone's got to, get
Your
in
friend,
there.
friends that you never even heard of from years ago.
Right.
Hey,
People
yeah.
all want the tickets
Yeah,
and
take it.
everything.
in. Yeah, I want to come see you.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
You're
Well,
in national game.
and like you said, you turn on the Phillies game last night. There was celebrities in the stands.
Yeah, right.
There was everybody. This like
Everybody,
Darius Slay said, this place is lit.
everybody comes out.
Philadelphia is lit right
Everybody
now.
likes to hang out with a winner.
Right, yeah, right.
Everybody likes
Right.
the winners.
One day you're the champ, next day you're the chump, right?
That's it.
But not in Philadelphia.
There's something happening. Like when we took the lead like 8-4, and in my mind I was like, okay, this game is over. So
Yeah,
when-
you didn't text me
when
though.
they showed the audience and the fans,
Yeah.
you could just see it in their
Yeah.
faces that how emotional they were. And it's the same thing with the Eagles. I mean, I think the whole year, when there was a time when we need everybody to come together, especially in Philadelphia, with everything that's going on, with people dying and shootings.
Right.
We needed something good to happen.
And here
We're
it
in
is.
a run now for like this last month. We're just getting better every day.
Now,
every
Q,
day.
you always tell us when I ask you, like, as far as the crowd goes in football, you say, in the beginning when you run out of the field, but once the game starts, you're so focused that you don't hear all that outside noise. Not true in baseball. Baseball, because Big Poppy, all the people who are the A-Rod, and all these guys, they're all saying how incredible the Philadelphia fans are and how much it plays a role in that.
Baseball is
game.
more cerebral. Football is just noise, just constant noise. Baseball,
Right.
you make a big play or you don't make a
Make
good
a
play.
great pitch.
A great pitch, you hear it. So that gets you jacked up and everything. But there's not a lot of communication going in.
In baseball, there isn't any,
yeah. So the
catcher
fact
puts the signs
yes,
down,
it's sign,
right?
and the coaches are giving signs to the catcher to call the pitch.
Right.
So that doesn't really do much. But baseball, it's you feel it. And
Well,
we were definitely
I think they play up to the fans.
Well, here's the thing. I think definitely like Reese Hoskins definitely plays up to the fans.
Yes.
He turns it up.
They know.
But here's the thing about pitching. Q, when you're pumped up for a big game, you can take yourself out of it by getting too pumped up.
Yeah, too pumped up.
Well, pitchers seem to be the ones that are more affected by the crowd than anybody else.
Yes. I mean, that gives them an extra, but sometimes they overthrow.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And they're a little off, with their hand slot or whatnot.
There's a reason why they're standing on
I
the
think
aisle.
Bailey Falter was definitely over Chapman. He couldn't. His fastball was like a meatball coming down.
They were squeezing him a couple of innings too, man. That was
you think the umpire?
Yeah.
Well, he only made it two-thirds.
They were. That strike zone is ridiculous.
I just think I think the Philadelphia crowd.
They were.
Point where it really affected the game.
You say it's over? Is it over today?
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over today. It's over today.
Wheeler on the hill.
Wheeler's pitching.
I think it's over
Did
today.
they decided that, Josh?
It's Wheeler's, right?
Wheeler's pitching today, but keep in mind, guys,
gonna
that
rain.
there's the weather factor, but also who's pitching after Wheeler?
No. Well, we don't want.
No,
We
who's
want to
coming
win.
out of the bullpen.
Oh, right.
We're gonna put a cricket number up
Well,
on the first thing, eight spot on him, And
Well, listen. It's not a bullpen game. He's going to go. He'll go the distance. He'll go deep in the game.
You sure?
I hope so.
Kenny?
Yeah,
But
Really?
he is
You can't
shooting.
What? So when you say
Yeah,
that, the distance, 120 pitches, like what? How many pitches? Like what?
He'll go at least 100.
He ain't no
Yeah.
run.
Okay. So I mean,
if he gives us
they're
7 innings,
they're out like 60 pitches. Okay, let's put another guy in.
No, but he's not showing you any reason why he wouldn't duplicate what he did last week.
But there's no guarantee that you can't guarantee me that it's going to be a complete game
But
shutout
I'm
at the
looking
end
at
of the night.
history. I'm looking at history.
Right.
His history shows that he's our ace. He's our ace. I expect
So
him to
he's
go.
Max Scherzer
He
for the
knows how
Mets, and he's
important
closer.
he knows how important this game is.
And the way the game goes, if we're hitting and scoring runs and stuff, it's a field game.
I know I'm just scoring hopes and dreams.
Yeah, you've been negative.
Negative, Josh.
Negadelphia.
Negative, Josh.
I don't count my chickens till they're hatched.
Okay.
But I'm not.
And I'm not. And you guys are almost
But I was-
guaranteeing a win
You
today.
actually shocked me when I looked at you. Like, why would you even be thinking about it? Who's after Wheeler? I'm not even. Why would you even think of that?
Because I can't name the last time he went 9 innings.
There's some Philly fans.
Philly fans
Yeah,
are
we
walking.
got
Philly
some
fans walking in.
fans
There you go.
walking in right now.
All right.
Yeah, we're broadcasting live at the pool at Harrah's in Atlantic City. This is the place to be. NFL Central for the NFL Sunday Splash. You get every single 1 o'clock game on the TVs. They got 2 huge screens at either end of the pool here, so you can't miss
Hot
anything.
tubs, bars.
You
Yeah.
can't miss any of the action.
The jacuzzi, a nice
Yeah,
jacuzzi. I brought my bathing suit.
Yeah, get your breath. Miles Sanders had a good game last week. 18 carries, 71 yards, a touchdown. He's been running really well this year.
And guess who's making it easy for him?
The offensive line.
Yeah.
Well, the offensive line, but everybody's keying on Brown, Smith, on our tight end.
Well, yeah. Well, they're moving the safety back. He's got to back up. The safety can't walk down in the box. So and then so you have that extra guy helping the receivers because like Mike said, they're having help over the top,
Right.
and it just opens up the running game, and the linemen love the run block.
So
They love to run block.
with the offensive line,
Oh, they love
downhill, right?
yeah,
They love the block.
Yeah, they don't want to back up and pass block. They love run blocking. These guys,
So the Philadelphia Eagles 6-0, man. I'm just like, this is
it's just crazy. Crazy.
Next 4 games. Think about Pittsburgh, Houston, Washington.
I don't see a loss.
I don't.
I don't
No,
see a
no,
loss. I don't
know.
see a loss
What happened
there.
What happened to Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh just. Oh, this year,
Yeah,
they're just.
well,
They don't want to admit it, but they're going to start rebuilding.
Yeah, they have to.
The one area where Philadelphia has really done well this year is takeovers. They need takeaways. They've
They're protecting the ball.
they're just. Remember last year I think they only had 16 turnovers that they generated last
Yeah.
year. Right?
Now
this
they're
year
getting after it.
I mean, the
Well,
stats.
their defense is more aggressive, and Jalen's learned a lot. He's protecting the ball.
mature.
He's maturing. He's protecting
He's
the ball.
a leader now.
Yeah, he's doing what he's asked to do, and he's having a great year so far.
6 TDs,
Yeah, he's doing great.
which is not a lot, but he's got 6 running. So
Yeah, he's managed the game excellently.
He's being the defense coordinator for the opposite team. Going
Right.
up against the Eagles. How are we stopping this team? They can run. He can run. The quarterback can run. They got a running back. They got wide receivers. They have a tight end. And they have an offensive line that we can't get to him.
Yep.
Now, look how they took what's his name out from Dallas last week. The linebacker, guy from Penn State.
Michael Parsons.
Parsons, yeah.
They literally took him right out of the game almost.
Yep. But that's where someone on the other end's got to step up. But you're right. They're keeping the running back in that block, chip block them, and what they did a good job picking them up. Look, I'm excited about the Birds.
Yeah, I just like I don't want this bye this week. It's too,
Oh, yeah.
everything's
I don't
going
like
so
the
well.
way they're
And,
going.
you want to keep going, man. I don't want to stop for a bye.
Yeah, but they'll get the mojo.
Well, you say the
They'll get
players
mojo.
like- you
Oh,
say the
they
players
like it. Yeah.
No, you think nobody's leaving town? You think?
That's a good question. Some coaches give you 2 to 3 days off.
Yeah, but I would imagine
They're
that
completely
They're on a
off.
quick one.
So
they are.
yeah. Sometimes they go back to the college town, hometown, and to yeah, right.
All right, we're broadcasting live at the pool in Harrah's here in Atlantic City for the NFL Sunday Splash. Come on down. We gave away 10 pairs of tickets yesterday. This is going to be the place to be as we get closer and closer to kickoff. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts to help you through the entire process. Contract signing, the closing of the shortest center city, and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conk at 856-988-8900. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati Mainline, located just minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations and invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli midsize sedan and the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy being called a Maserati. Maserati, the Mainline, also leads the nation's certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience is not at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the Mainline, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at RDS Auto Group today at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime at motml.com. All right, when we return, we'll talk with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Brad Quast, Mike Carlin, right here at the pool in Harrah's on 97.3 ESPN. Oh! burgers they brought out.
Yeah, speaking
Milkshake.
of food, when we start eating,
We're going to start
When
eating.
we start
soon.
eating.
Yeah, grab us on.
when we start eating.
Every Sunday, we get a chance to talk with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News. We get his keys to the game, brought to you by Brill Pools. Brill Pools and Spas. They've been installing custom vinyl pools for over 40 years. Give them a call at 1-800-355-POOL or visit vanbrillpools.com. Stay cool in a Van Brill pool. Ask for Mike Van Brill. Tell him the locker room sent you. Let's go to the Maserati, the main line sports hotline, and welcome into the locker room the sports anchor for Fox 29 News, Scott Grayson. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Billy. How you guys doing today?
Well, you're not in any exotic place today, Grayson?
Yeah, I was honestly, I only woke up a little bit ago because I was covering the Phillies game last night.
Well, you know what? You're allowed to it. It's a bye.
It is a bye. Yes.
All right,
We
Grayson,
can all just
now,
take a nice week off.
You're on the Sports Bash with Mike Gill every Monday for Grayson's grades. And I know you're going to be giving him like a midterm grade, even though it's quite just a couple weeks shy of the midterm for Grayson's grades. If you could give us a little prelude of some of the people that have overachieved or, basically what you're going to tell Mike, give us a little prelude.
I think honestly, obviously Jalen Hurts has exceeded everybody's expectations. We all knew he had to improve from what he was last year, and the way he has done it and protected the ball at the same time, I would say that right now, Jalen Hurts is obviously a guy who has overperformed any expectations that we had. Look, Miles Sanders to me is a guy who I think has overperformed from a couple standpoints. Right, one, he has stayed healthy. How important has that been? We haven't had that with Miles Sanders. Now, we are 6 games in, and there are obviously still a lot to go. We're only about a third of the way through, believe it or not. So, but he has run the ball well. And again, he has taken care of the ball. That has been a big key for this team. They're not turning it over. And at the same time, they're taking it away. And you look on the other side of the ball. We knew Darius Slay was going to be, a beast again. But you look at the additions and the way they've meshed. And I think it's the most impressive part to me is not the talent that these guys have had, but the way they all play together. You add new faces. Usually it takes some time for them to gel and mesh and work together as a team. But C.J. Gardner-Johnson, great find, great get. James Bradbury, thank you, Giants, for letting him go. It's crazy how it all has worked together. And Jordan Davis is the guy that I'm really challenging to say, you've got to step it up now. Like all his grades, all his PFF grades, all the kind of things that you see from him. When he's on the field, he's a beast. But he can't stay on the field long enough to be able to be more of a factor. And just imagine if he could play even 10 to 12 more snaps. And that's the challenge I would throw down for Jordan Davis now going into this after this bye week. You need to keep yourself on the field more. So I think those are some of the guys that really stood out to me. I can't hear you guys. I can't hear you guys. I can't hear you. No, your mic's muted.
But no,
I still can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
And speaking about linebackers, T.J. Edwards and Kazir White lead the team in tackles. I mean, these guys, Edwards now has 55 tackles. You want your middle linebackers to lead the team in tackles, right?
The linebackers
you don't want your or visit them, VanBrillPools.com. Stay cool in a Van Brill Pool. Ask for Mike Van Brill. Tell him the locker room sent you. Of course, you went to the game with Mike.
I went. Mike took Mike and Sue. Yeah, and we had great seats.
All right.
Yeah.
So he's a big sports fan.
Oh, a big sports fan.
He loves the home teams.
Loves the home teams and wrestling.
I just met during our last break. I just met one of our VIP guests.
Oh, is that right? Oh, okay.
Not only the Phillies fans, they said.
Well,
Kathy Narducci and her son Andrew.
Yeah.
But their season ticket Eagle game.
Wow, go Eagles!
All right, let's go Eagles. All right, the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with over 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnett. But were you aware of the private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and seems to fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here as we broadcast live from the pool at Harrah's. It's the locker room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, Brad Quast right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The best way to wake up is with Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max. Weekday mornings at 6 on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org.
No, he's not doing well.
No,
right?
he looks much better now. Mark's doing much better. There are guys from all eras, from the 50s, 60s, 70s to more recent guys.
Well,
Wayne Corbett, Wayne's always
Wayne Corbett was there.
He's a good guy. Yeah, he's in the.
Get him on the show.
Wayne's a good man. So it was fun seeing guys who played with.
It's cool when you have players that after their playing days remain in the area.
Yeah.
Like, there's a bond there for life.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially with the crowd, the way the Eagles and Phillies crowd is. Even the Flyers and the Sixers. I mean, people are dying for the Sixers to turn that corner. They just can't do it.
It's early. I don't think
you're not even worried about it even a little bit.
No, not at all.
0-3. They're lucky the Phillies are doing well.
Thank God taking the distraction off it.
We're not even talking about it.
We're not talking about the beard. We're not talking about the beard.
We're one of the top teams in the conference.
Are we?
And it will show at the end.
All right. Okay.
I didn't say we're the best.
It's such a long season.
We're one of the top teams.
Okay.
Boston,
I'll take that.
Milwaukee.
All right. So
Cleveland. How about Cleveland?
Cleveland's right there.
Cleveland's
right there, guys.
Right.
There's like 5-6 teams.
So no, don't hit the panic button yet.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
0-3. Did you see that 0-3 start?
No, I didn't. But
those are 3 tough teams. I mean, with the exception of San Antonio.
But it's such a long season.
Remember how we talked about the Phillies? I mean, our preseasons are not preseasons like we're used to.
Right.
Okay. Give me a month from now. Let's see what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's always good to get off the right foot, though.
Wins are good. Thank God everyone else is winning in town, so they're not talking about them.
We're broadcasting live here at the pool at Harrah's for the NFL Sunday Splash. You got to come on down. This is NFL headquarters. During the season, you got to come down here. They got a great full buffet tailgate for the pregame and halftime for the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games. They have over 30 televisions down here with 2 big, huge screens, like movie theater screens.
Yeah, this is great. It's like we're in the desert.
Yeah,
right?
It's always 82 degrees in here.
Yeah.
The water's warm. People are swimming right now. It's great. Yeah. You got to come on down. I know we gave away 10 tickets. Everybody's been showing up.
Yeah, VIP.
Yeah,
that's great.
Right there.
They usually about you can tell the people that think it wasn't a late night last night. They're the people that are here now.
Yeah,
then by about 11:30, they start coming in. By 1 o'clock, by game time, it's packed.
Is it too early to start drinking Bloody Marys?
No.
Bartenders here.
Bartenders here.
Yeah, can we talk a little bit about our next game, even though we have a bye? Does anybody on Pittsburgh scare you?
No.
Think about it. Well, how many games can you go into where you can't say, "Hey, but they have a running back, or they have a wide receiver, or they have a tight end." They don't have anything. That's what they have.
Well, we got everybody.
Yes,
we got
we do.
Mike Carlin. We got Brad Quast here. We're broadcasting live at the pool at Harrah's here in Atlantic City. This is NFL Sunday Splash at Harrah's. Kickstart your football week.
Let's go.
This is Sunday, baby. Get down here. They got great food. And just swimming. I can watch the whole game in the pool.
I got my bathing
Or my Speedo.
I don't want to see
No.
Hour two, we'll be talking with the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Padula Masonry. And we'll get his take on some of the hot players to watch here in Week 7 in the NFL. It's the locker room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, 3-time All-Big Ten linebacker from Iowa, Brad Quast. It's the locker room with Billy Schweim right here on 97.3 ESPN.
You haven't downloaded the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app? Well, go get it now to follow all the Philly sports teams at 97.3ESPN.com. Powered by First Bank of Sea Isle City.
From the New Jersey Board of Public Utilities.
New Jersey has a goal of 100% clean energy by 2050. The reasons why are all around us. When we make energy-efficient choices, we save on energy costs. And best of all, our air and water get cleaner. Our children grow up healthier, and New Jersey will become a leader in energy savings. I'm Chloe, your guide to New Jersey's clean energy program, with dozens of rebates and incentives to help make the goal of a cleaner future a reality. Learn more at njcleanenergy.com or call 1-866-NJ-SMART.
Can I get the sales projections for the Springfield, Bristol, and Fairview stores?
Val's Froyo Palace is dishing out 3 more locations.
Jody, have you lined up interviews?
They need 3 new store managers before they have a meltdown.
And remember, they need at least 5 years experience.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, it's Pete from Chicky and Pete's. Dine in for these amazing fall specials. Wednesday is crab night. 2 pounds of snow crab legs, $49.99. Or mix it up with 2 pounds of snow crab legs and 4 hard shells for $79.99. Thursdays are for the birds. Whatever the Eagles score on Sunday, you get to save on wings at Chicky and Pete's on Thursday. Plus, limited time fall specials, including bomb pork belly tacos and the garlic truffle burger. Wash it down with our pear elderflower mule or apple cider old fashioned. Chickies and Pete's. Hi, it's Pete from Chicky and Pete's. And we know Saturdays in the fall are special. Why? College football. And we have you covered with food and drink specials and the best in-game experience to watch your team or the college football game of the week. Come watch Penn State, Temple, Villanova, Notre Dame, Texas, Michigan, Georgia, and more. College football Saturdays are special at Chickies and Pete's.
Ooh, Halloween, the season for goblins, witches, and scary good fun. But Walgreens knows it's also the doorbell never stops season, and we can't run out of candy season. So let Walgreens fill your Halloween bowl fast with pickup in as little as 30 minutes and delivery in as little as 1 hour. Because if it's needed in a poof season, it's Walgreens season.
This week, buy one, get one free snack and fun-sized candy bags. Of equal or lesser price. Offer valid through 10/29 while supplies last. Restrictions apply. See Walgreens.com for details.
At my age, I never dreamed I'd be dealing with opioid addiction.
I was pregnant and I couldn't stop. Getting sidelined by an injury was bad, but the cravings were way worse.
Then I heard about 844-REACH-NJ.
They connected me to treatment and I had a healthy baby. 844-REACH-NJ was the call that made the difference.
Thank goodness I made the call.
So glad I made the call for both of us.
REACH-NJ. If you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, call 844-REACH-NJ from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
Sports is what we do.
You're in your car, you're in your house, you're wherever you are. You're a sports fan.
97.3 ESPN.
Because if you weren't a sports fan, you wouldn't be listening.
WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City, a town square media station serving all of South Jersey.
Red 83!
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Ron Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schweim.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schweim.
All right, we're broadcasting live from the pool at Harrah's here in Atlantic City. The NFL Sunday Splash. This is NFL headquarters. This is the place to be. Come on down, join us, join the fun. There's over 30 televisions here to watch all the NFL action. Of course, 2 big, huge screens on either end of the pool. And
you got a television in each of the cabana.
Right? Come on down.
Look at it. Beautiful.
Yeah, man. You got your own private cabana.
Nice.
You watch the game. You watch all the games.
Yeah.
This is the place to be every Sunday here at the pool at Harrah's in Atlantic City. And, the Eagles have a bye, but we get the Phillies tonight. And I know
today
we're all in
2:30.
2:30, right? 2:30
2:30
game today. And I would imagine the game's going to be, maybe they'll put it
I think
on
there's
TV.
a good chance it'll be on.
One of the TVs will have the Phillies on here. I hope. What do you think, Carlin?
I say yes.
Okay.
Yes, I say yes. I say a good chance.
So it's a 2:30 game. Now I know the weather. It's a little. When we walked in this morning, it was spitting. It was raining a little bit, but it's supposed to rain a little heavier later on today. You think there's any jeopardy? The game is being jeopardy, or what? What are you laughing at, Carlin?
No, I think they get it in. They're getting it in.
Why are you laughing?
You don't want to know.
Why is it going to pour?
No, I just saw an email. A text from somebody. They said, put your hat on so your forehead doesn't blind me.
He's got a 5 head. He's got a 5 head.
That's what I get.
The Philadelphia Phillies have captivated this city, and so they should. Yesterday we were talking about Bryce Harper and his leadership, what he's provided, what he's done. He's on fire, but Brad, when a player of that magnitude fights through injury after injury and then comes back and produces, that solidifies him as like the MVP that he was last year, because he's the reigning MVP.
Dude, he's the alpha male.
But
He's the
now
leader.
But now, right?
He's the guy, and you can see everybody rally around him, and when he hits the bombs and they give the hugs or whatever they do, that little thing they do, which is kind of cool, and
he
all
feeds off the crowd. He goes nuts. I mean, his impassion,
his joy,
his joy is like,
it's fun. It's neat to see. It's
cool
to see.
So I ask you this question: Who's that on the Eagles? Do the Eagles have any one per?
Good question. Who would that? Jalen. I think
Jalen. It's
Jalen, and he's stepping up to that role too. You know he is.
Like, let me ask you this question as a fan. You see his speeches when they win.
Mm-hmm.
He gets serious, and at the last minute he kind of like loosens it up, lightens it up, and he gets the whole team going nuts. Do you think that those? Are you impressed with those? With his?
Yeah, absolutely. He's showing, again. This is only his second year, really.
Right.
Okay. He's showing his leadership, and it's getting better and better. And don't ever forget where he came from.
Yeah, he's a pedigree guy, guys.
Yeah.
Listen,
You played at Alabama.
He was a 5-star guy, 5-star kid.
Heisman Trophy. He's played in national championship games.
Right.
Yeah,
Nothing faced him, right?
Exactly.
He was programmed for this.
Yeah.
He's programmed for this.
Okay.
Since he was Pop Warner and 5 years old, he's got this attitude.
But his father's
mojo.
a coach,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So you asked about the weather.
Right.
Okay, so here's the latest update. Todd Zalecki literally tweeted this out 3 minutes ago. Rob Thompson told the media he's confident Game 5 will not start unless there's a solid 3 to 4 hour window to play. The Phillies do not want to lose Wheeler, and the Padres don't want to lose Darvish. The latest weather forecast, according to AccuWeather right now, is there is a projected 55% of rain in the 11, 12 o'clock hours. There is a window of no rain, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, but there is a chance of 66 to 80% rain from 4 to 7.
8 o'clock start, 8:30 start.
I'm gonna clock.
You know what I'll do? They haven't been right in how many other
Well,
games.
I got my radar here.
You got the radar.
See, I got my radar here. Look at
He's got the Doppler out here.
The Doppler radar right here, and it looks like it's passing us.
Of course,
it's passing us by, but you never know.
No,
You never know.
Something's coming.
Something's coming.
All I know is it ain't going to rain in here.
Josh, do you think they would move it to like an 8:30 game?
Well, the problem is that I think they want to get it in before the rain starts because the rain right now is not the heavy forecast.
Right.
It's later this evening up there because remember the same thing happened with the Yankees game. Remember they were worried earlier this week that the game was not going to be able to finish.
Right.
They don't want to cut it short a postseason game.
So that's the thing about football. Football's played in all kinds of weather.
Playing anything, right?
Are you saying baseball players are soft, Billy?
No. It's just no, because you can't grip the bat, right? The ball, the bat's slippery.
It sounds like they were wishing that this game started at 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
if it started at 1 o'clock, we'd get it in.
We'd be fine.
You played in all kind of weather.
All kind of weather.
What's the most snow you played? Remember a few years ago when the Eagles played the Lions? It started. I'll never forget. I gave the ticket up because it was like a cold rain, and there wasn't like it was like a sleet type of forecast. It turned out to be a
cold
blizzard,
rain. I don't like
bomb.
cold rain because you're
right,
jacked
so
up there seeing you come off the sidelines.
But then I gave
you're cold.
I gave those tickets away, and it turned out to be a blizzard snowstorm.
Yeah.
Those games are fun to see.
Right.
Well, it's fun. You like watching games in blizzard? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know how many times I've watched the Penn State game?
At
Iowa.
Oh, yeah.
When we go in 9-1, think we're going to have a great season, and you guys are like
and the Hawkeyes come in,
3-4,
we kick your butt,
and it's raining, and then 30 seconds left, they kick a field goal, we lose.
Did you see that Ohio State Iowa game? Ooh, that was a whooping.
Yeah.
That was a whooping.
Hey, big trade in the NFL. Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey goes to the 49ers.
They gave up a lot.
Yeah, I think
they gave up too much.
And I heard a report that he's dealing with a hamstring. Josh said everybody's dealing with it, but hamstrings are soft tissue injuries.
It lingers the whole season.
Linger the whole season.
So you guys don't think like me? Like I love when I see that. That means the team's all in. They're going for it this year. Why aren't we going for it this year? Wouldn't you love to see him on our team?
Yeah, I would, but I wouldn't give up what they had. We don't need to give them.
All they wanted was picks. We got all these picks.
Well,
we could have gave them.
So I don't know if I agree with this. So Billy, let's talk about like all in. What would you do to have that one more player to push it to the limit?
Well, I don't want to mortgage the future. for Christian McCaffrey. Guys always hurt.
If I told you can win the Super Bowl this year, and for the next 5 years you'll just be a good team, you won't be a great team, but you'll be a good team.
Well, we had that conversation in 2017. Would you, prior to that year, actually, would you?
It worked out good.
Would you say, I want to win a Super Bowl and mortgage the next 5 years, 6 years that you'd be a mediocre team? I would do it.
Yeah, of course you would do it. But I think they need help on defense if you're going to mortgage and try to bring that key player to help you get over the top again.
So remember 2017, they didn't get the biggest name in the world. They got Jay Ajayi.
Right.
They got a good player, a Pro Bowl level player, but they didn't get a superstar player. So is that maybe what the Eagles are going to do?
But I don't think Christian McCaffrey puts them over the hump to get them into the Super Bowl.
I think it gets them there in our conference.
In the conference,
I think it gets them there.
Yeah, it helps.
I think then you have way too much. And then, we're already thinking we have a lot. You put him on, it just puts you way.
I'm looking at the stats here, but Miles Sanders is having a great year. He's got 485 yards. He's averaging 4.6 yards a game.
But he's also going to be a free agent. The idea when you acquire a guy like McCaffrey, he's under contract after this year.
Yeah, it's not going to bust the cap.
That's what Kyle Shanahan was explaining to the media the other day. That is, we're not planning on this guy as a 1 year or 2 year rental.
Right.
We have this guy under contract for years, and we're going to re-sign him beyond that.
Think about this: when you bring on a player like this, Brad, you know what I'm going to go to. You bring on a player that you're 6-0. You don't want to disrupt the locker room. You don't want a guy that's going to be like a tyrant, like an
Well, he's a good man.
Guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good team player.
And he's going to come in here like, I've been on this team for so many years. I got a chance to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I'm going to give you
and
all
his work
I have.
ethic. He works his ass off.
So you would like to bring him in?
Yes. Yeah.
So
I mean, if you had but I wouldn't give up that much. What they
I think
up.
they gave up.
I mean, they gave up too much.
But maybe is that part of the conversation? Remember when the whole thing with Deshaun Watson years ago, before all the issues came out, was the Eagles were only willing to give up a certain number of picks for him.
Right.
Other teams were willing to give up more picks for him. So is it possible that maybe Howie Roseman is hesitant to mortgage the future for the now?
I think the only spot that I could see a need right now would be defensive end to fill in for
and I'd like to get another corner. I'd like someone another. You never have enough corners. But
I think you need safety depth.
Yeah, but
that's the key to me.
Because as soon as C.J. Gardner-Johnson went out in the other game, it was Kayvon Wallace getting his rear ripped.
Safety
running backs don't play. What 3 years for you? I mean,
their life expectancy.
They get banged up. Yeah, so it's tough.
All right, the second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home to the 3 hour and 58-minute round. They got a lot of new renovations. They get that new outdoor patio overlooking the first tee with fire pits. They got a new sound system, and they're working on a big outside deck with a view of the 18th green for entertainment. Of course, they hold weddings there. They've got the award-winning culinary banquet staff that customize your menus. They can seat up to 275 people. So book now for a 2023 wedding. Go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's a great day at Great Bay. And, of course, when you get down there, say hello to our good buddy, Radio Ron Ralston. He does a great job, and he's that place is a lot of fun.
It's a beautiful
place to be a member. Right. All right. Hey, the locker room and Blitz's Market want to discount your Eagles game day meal. During the Eagles season on game day, get a turkey or Italian hoagie for just $5 when you mention the locker room. Get down to Blitz's all season long at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Blitz's now has online ordering at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983 and get your hoagies down there throughout the season. Now, yesterday, Mike Carlin, I stopped and saw our good buddy Joe Randazzo. Joe Randazzo's
I popped in to
remodeled their dining room.
Okay.
Your mom.
My mom was in
unbelievable.
there. 100-year-old mom. Ready for this?
101.
101-year-old mom was in there.
She ate spaghetti like I've never seen a 101-year-old.
When I brought her in, I said, Ma, you hungry? She goes, nah, not really. Because she had already eaten lunch. She didn't know I was taking her. She's 101. She forgot.
Yeah.
I take her to Joe. Now, my mom's Italian.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, 100% Italian. She loves her pasta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Giuseppe Randazzo says, hey, Mrs. Schweim, his broken English. I love Joe. He says, You want some spaghetti? My mom's eyes lit
Oh.
up. She ate the whole thing.
Yeah.
And they gave you a big portion.
Big portion? All right.
Yeah.
She
That's
wasn't
how
there.
good Joe Pop's spaghetti
Brett,
is.
she wasn't there to talk to anybody.
No, she
that
just
pasta
ate.
was in front of
She
her.
was on a mission.
Her head was like it's just
On a mission. On a mission. I love it.
101 years
Well,
old.
there,
man.
God bless her.
All right.
How about the best one? She goes, "Can I take the rest home?"
Oh, yeah.
She wasn't gonna
Was there any
finish.
left home?
Yeah, there was a little bit left.
bit? Okay. All right.
All right. We're broadcasting live here at the pool at Harrah's in Atlantic City for the NFL Sunday Splash. Make it on down over here. We're broadcasting live from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. It's the Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, Brad Quast right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Coming up on Monday's show, we'll recap the Phillies Padres NLCS weekend, plus all the NFL. Plus, we'll get ready for the Eagles and the Steelers. And it's your final week to enter to win Eagles Club Box seats. Listen for your cue to call Monday's edition of the Sports Bash.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 on 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's sports leader.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hey, Dan Grimaldi, Patsy Parisi from The Sopranos. If you have an insurance claim, call the insurance doctor. I did, and he rescued me from a disaster. Got me more money than I ever expected. So when you get an insurance claim, you call the insurance doctor. 856-874-8377 or insurancedoctorllc.com. If you don't, this will be the last face you see, and it won't be cinematic. Call the insurance doctor.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
You wash your hands, you brush your teeth, but what about the nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, and germs. And it's why cleaning your nose, the body's air filter, is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons. Sinusitis, colds, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Over 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying, best product I've ever used, and amazing. I love my Navage. Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less. But the biggest payoff is improved health. Navage is good personal hygiene and can help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
We're looking for one spooky spokesperson to promote One Dime Down at Springfield Mitsubishi in Atlantic City. You first. Okay. Nope. Next, please.
It's a dime. It's a dime. Every vehicle, one dime down at Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
Dramatic, but true. Next.
Here's my dime. All new Outlanders with third row seating, one dime down.
If you bring home $350 a week, you got up to $25,000 in credit. Next.
Don't go into the light, the gas light. New Mitsubishis get 43 miles per gallon.
Yeah, and acres of vehicles in stock now at the all-new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville.
Day service, all makes and models.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
This dealership is clean.
New 22 Mirage, 16.4 dime down, $249. month for 72 months at 3% APR plus tax title to qualified buyers.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back here in the locker room. Billy Schweim, Brad Quast, Mike Carlin, 97.3 ESPN. As we broadcast live from the pool at Harrah's here in Atlantic City. And, of course, the NFL Sunday Splashes. This is the place to be. It's NFL headquarters with over 30 TVs and two big, huge, giant screens at either end of the pool. And, of course, they have the tailgate, the tailgate for the pregame and halftime for the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games. And they put out a great spread.
Great spread. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Another little side note that Carson Wentz is out. So it's going to be a little anticlimactic coming to the Redskins or the Redskins.
They are
the Washington Commanders come to the link in a couple weeks, and they won't be without. They'll be without Carson Wentz.
Everything's breaking our way. What do you know?
Yeah, but I wanted to see him. You know the reception he was going to get. It was going to be boos.
With boos or cheers?
Oh, he was going to be inundated with boos.
Yeah.
Who's going to cheer for him?
Exactly.
Hey,
so I would have liked to see
for him.
I wanted to see his how he would react.
Yes, because his character's come into question, right?
Yeah, so
he's not a locker room guy. He's a prima donna.
I have a question for the two of you. You ready?
Yeah.
Who gets a bigger boo? You ready?
Who?
Ben Simmons when he comes to town, or Brent if he was playing?
Well, Ben Simmons without a doubt. Ben Simmons without a doubt. Without a doubt.
No, football's they're more passionate. Carson.
Yeah, but I think Ben Simmons more hated. I don't think.
Yeah,
the
word hated is what I think of.
Yeah, that's.
I think.
Okay.
It will be
but listen,
brutal.
Here's let me show you. Let me break it down. Let me define how I be. Right now, I don't have any hate or disdain for Carson Wentz. I'm glad he moved on. So if I was at the game, I wouldn't be booing him. I just would probably be apathetic. I wouldn't do anything.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But if Ben Simmons shows up,
but you hate it.
I can't stand.
Why?
Well, Ben Simmons, he totally.
He tried to destroy the
whole team. I mean, he's a spoiled, rotten baby. He's been coddled his whole life.
Okay.
Yeah, I would boo him.
Okay. All right.
I'd be worse.
With fervor, I'd boo him bad.
I don't want to be sitting close to him. I'd get thrown out.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Carson Wentz, I'm like, you know what? He's
a nice guy, just not right for
he just wasn't right for his team. You know what I mean? There's no hatred there.
Yeah. No.
Right?
Hate's a strong word.
Well, hate's a strong word.
It is. We're too nice of people to use the word hate.
No, we were talking about some people that we'd be interested in. The Eagles, anyway. There's some reports out that Howie Roseman is interested in this Robert Quinn. I guess he's a defensive end. And,
you were just talking about defensive end.
Yeah. I think because of Barnett, right? They need to fill in for Barnett, who they lost for the season to ACL.
Yeah, they need somebody to put a little more pressure on and a seasoned guy they can count on. So yeah, that would be a good move. But Howie's not. He's doing a great job. I know I criticized him earlier, but he's doing a great job getting this team ready.
And there's another
in the scheme wise.
And there's another edge rusher. This guy Farrell. He's a 25-year-old guy that's young and he's got
still on his first contract. Yeah, stuff like that. You got to get guys on their first contract. Yep.
What, Carlin? You're kind of shaking your head. You wanted McCaffrey.
I wanted McCaffrey.
See, I think this team you never want to turn down great players. I get it,
right?
But it wouldn't be my number one.
I'd be curious to see if they even threw some inquires out there. But what they had to give up, there's no way the Eagles would have gave up.
And you know how Howie Roseman loves draft choices.
Yes.
He likes to stockpile those.
Yep.
You don't want to give them away, right? Unless there's a block like a blockbuster guy that you get right now. I don't consider him a blockbuster guy.
No, it doesn't fit into the scheme or their philosophy.
And remember, it's not always just on the field. It's does he fit the locker room?
Yeah, he fits
moving forward.
Yeah, he fits anywhere.
Guess who just walked in? I'm looking at a Giants fan.
Giants and a 49ers.
And I'm looking at a 49ers fan.
Shirt. Yeah.
That's not good. Giants.
I just want to remind you guys that, so keep in mind, the reason why the 49ers were able to make that deal in part was because of the draft pick compensation that they got because Mike McDaniel and Robert Saleh went and got other jobs. So the 49ers had a larger chest of draft picks to work with than maybe some other teams would have. So For example,
but they had a need too. I mean, they have.
Well, they did, but the bigger point is, remember this: it came down to the Rams and 49ers, according to Ian Rappaport of NFL Network, and him and Tom Pelissero were talking about the fact that the Rams and the 49ers were offering the best deals. So it just came down to which do you prefer, and
who's going to give me the best,
right? And the 49ers apparently had the larger war chest to work with.
Yep. We're broadcasting live from the pool at Harrah's here in Atlantic City, the NFL Sunday Splash. This is the place to be. It's NFL headquarters, your Sunday football watching experience right here at the pool. Of course, they've got that full buffet tailgate for the pregame and halftime and the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games. They got over 30 televisions here. It's always 82 degrees in here.
It's beautiful side. I feel like I'm at the Caribbean here.
And we can start, people starting to mosey on in here. We got all kinds.
We got
a couple Eagles fans. We got Giants fans out here, 49ers, of course, a couple Phillies. Hopefully they'll get that game in today as we wait for
get it over
with. Eliminate these Padres and send them back to San Diego, where they belong.
And get ready for the series.
All right. The second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club. You're greeted by name. It's home to the 3-hour and 58-minute round. For more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the main line that's located just minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations and invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli midsize sedan or the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy being called a Maserati. Maserati, the main line, also leads the nation in certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience does not end at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the main line, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at RDS Auto Group at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime at motml.com. All right, when we return, we'll talk with the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Padula Masonry. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Brad Quast, Mike Carlin, broadcasting live from the pool at Harrah's right here on 97.3 ESPN and the mobile app.
Ryan Radke here from Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. AFC action this week from Miami when the Pittsburgh Steelers travel south to take on the Dolphins in prime time. Miami hopes to see the return of quarterback Tua Tagovailoa and the offense he led to a 3-0 start to the season. Join Mike Mayock and me for the call. Steelers and the Dolphins on Sunday Night Football.
Listen to Sunday Night Football on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 7:30.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Rendazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Rendazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Rendazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Rendazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Rendazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Are mice, stink bugs, or ants bugging you? Viking Pest Control can protect your home or business this fall. With certified local technicians, Viking can solve any pest problem. New Viking customers save $50. Get a free quote at VikingPest.com. That's VikingPest.com.
Son, get in the car.
No, Dad, not your car. It smells horrid and it looks awful. I'm scared, Dad. I'm really scared.
Is your old car really scary? Matt Platt Mitsubishi wants your trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. Push, pull, even drag it in to Matt Platt Mitsubishi and get more for your trade when you purchase any select new 2022 Mitsubishi SUV, plus every new Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross or Outlander SUV. Put zero down and pay only 2.9% financing. Worried that your credit will make car buying scary? Matt Platt Mitsubishi knows bad things happen to good people. We finance your future, not your past, even if your credit is less than perfect. Simply Matt Platt Mitsubishi. Approved with Tier 1 credit. Rebates and incentives to dealer. Go to mattplattmitsubishi.com for complete details, plus tax, license, registration fees. Offers can't be combined. Expires 11/5/22. So come in today and get your deal your way. Located right in the heart of Glassboro for over 30 years.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Live from the pool at Harrah's here in Atlantic City for the NFL Sunday Splash. So we're getting ready for for Week 7 here in the NFL, and of course, this is the place to be. They got over 30 TVs here. It's always 82 degrees. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's
Water's
swimming,
82,
right?
82,
Water's 82.
Water temp's good.
People in the pool
Couple
right
people
now.
in the pool.
We got Giants fans here. We got Eagles and Phillies fans here. We got a lot of people moseying on in and getting ready for their Sunday Splash experience here at Harrah's. Now, every Sunday we go to the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Padula Masonry. Ron Padula has been in business for 25 years. With his experience, when you choose Padula Masonry to complete your project, you're choosing peace of mind. Foundations, concrete, brick, stone, stucco, pavers, and more. You name it. If it has cement, they do it. That's Padula Masonry. Give them a call at 609-399-8009 or check out the website at padulamasonry.com. Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome into the locker room my fantasy football guru and yours, Brian Hartley. Good morning, Brian. Oh, Brian's not there. All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's talk a little fantasy football, Carlin, because I just
won
had
last
Josh.
week.
You did. You won last week?
Yeah.
All right. I'm
4-2 or
my
5-2 something.
my one team, I've got a lot of players. Remember, because I picked a lot of the Eagles, right?
Yes, you did.
So I have three.
You're such a homer. You're such a homer.
Well, they say don't do that.
Of course, everyone says that.
Right? Don't do that. But because why? Because now it's the bye week, and I have to replace all 5-6 people.
Yeah.
All my
And Josh,
all my things.
thank God for Josh helping
Thank
you.
God for Josh. This is the first time I've had to go to Josh for help with my fantasy football team.
I don't believe that.
However, with that being said, I'm doing well in one league, and I'm not doing well in the other.
I'm doing terrible.
Right? You're doing
Yeah,
terrible?
I'm doing terrible.
So you wouldn't be a good GM.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a good GM.
I'm one of those guys. You know what I do?
Beginner's luck with you,
No. I put the right people around me.
Right?
Is that right?
Let's just say it like that. That's all.
All right, so I'm in the Playland League, and I'm in the ESPN League that Josh is running, and I'm in 4-2 in this league here. Carlin, you're 4-2. I'm tied with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
You
remember,
got off to a great start.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
are
I
you,
was 3-0.
Quast?
I'm 2-4.
2-4 in your league.
I got Herbert. Hopefully he's got to play good today. I got Nixon.
Okay.
I got Brown. So I got a chance. I'm projected to win today.
Projected.
I'm projected
These
to win.
projections aren't worth anything.
They aren't
right?
worth anything. They're not worth anything.
Because they see that, like, I got 50%.
Yeah.
I got 50% of.
I'm projected to win.
Yeah. So the fantasy football is taking off. Over the last several years, people you get a lot of money. People taking it seriously, man.
So the greatest thing they ever could have done with fantasy football, FanDuel, they set up the program and the platform for fantasy football because they knew eventually gambling would take in sports, and then to bet on pro sports, and it just did, and they just turned their customer base turned it over, and everything was set technology wise.
Well, Roger Goodell. This league is making more money than it ever had. Roger Goodell has been at the helm, and he has brought this the NFL through the gambling aspect of it. I don't know if I don't know. Like, you could gamble in some of these in some of these stadiums.
In the stadiums, the integrity of the game is what they're worried about, and it's been great so far. And it's just I'm not a big gambler because you got too many young people that are.
That's the problem.
Put money, gambling that shouldn't be, gambling.
You got high school kids with
bet with your head, not over your head.
Let's see if we got the fantasy football guru Brian Hartley. We can see him. Can we hear him?
Can we hear Brian?
What's up, boys? How we doing today?
He's back. Thanks.
Hey, Guru, I saw you in the dog parade yesterday carrying a banner. You look pretty good.
Dog parade.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe after that audition yesterday, maybe if the Eagles win the Super Bowl or Phillies win the World Series, they'll ask me to lead the parade and carry.
Oh boy! Don't hold your breath. There you go.
All right, Guru. Fantasy football. The people in the know, like you and other people, tell me you should never. I picked 5 Eagles and the defense, and now I got to switch my whole team around because they're all on a bye.
Yeah, you got
That's
that
the
right,
only
dude.
thing. That's the only thing you got to worry about, right?
Well, you got to worry about that, injuries, and God forbid the team doesn't perform. If you get a team like Tampa Bay last year, or you get Brady in New England a few years ago with Randy Moss and that whole crew where they're just running up and down the field going crazy, it's one thing. But hey, so far it's worked out for you. Your record may not reflect it, but that's a little management.
Well, fantasy football guru, in one league I'm 4-2, the other league I'm in last place. I think at 1-5 or 1-5. So not doing well, but each week's different, and you can like the league itself, you can catch fire, right?
Plenty of time to go. I'll tell you what, the waiver wire has been really thin the last couple of weeks. It's been really difficult trying to pick some guys up. And if you're not, luckily for you, you're in last place, so you get first pick. But for some of us that aren't, you see those guys that you want, and then they get taken by the guys, a little lower down on the ladder there. So it's tough right now, man. There's just, especially at running back, where there's not many teams anymore that just use one guy. It's kind of a platoon. Something like Baltimore right now. Everyone's picking up Kenyon Drake this week. But, you got Gus Edwards coming back. Dobbins goes out. They got Hill. It's like who? Same thing with Denver right now. You got Melvin Gordon, who didn't play the second half. You got Latavius Murray. So it's like, who's it going to be week to week? You really have no idea. So,
and of course, Christian McCaffrey now leaves Carolina, heads to the 49ers. That could be he could start to be better, produce more in the fantasy.
Absolutely. I have Deebo Samuel, and I'm a little concerned now what that might do for him. Maybe it'll open some things up in the passing game, but it's certainly going to have an effect on some of those little screen passes and some of those runs that they used to give him that he used to do so well with. So, we're going to see how it plays out. The good news for me is I'm going against McCaffrey today, and I'm hoping that he's not fully into the system yet, and maybe this is the week you want to play him before he starts to really learn the system, and maybe it'll hold him down a little bit.
We're talking to the fantasy football guru Brian Hartley, brought to you by Padula Masonry. This is week 7 in the NFL. The Eagles and the Cow. Where were you down? You were down on the islands last week, weren't you? Where were you?
Yeah, I was down in St. Lucia with my wife. No kids.
Nice.
So that's why I'm looking a little tan today.
Yeah, looking good.
It wasn't from the sun being. You led the parade. It's a beautiful sunshiny day there in Ocean City. To get the little glow from that.
This isn't the Billy Schweim parking lot tan.
All right, Guru. It's week 7 in NFL. Give us your prediction. Who you looking at this week?
Yeah. So This week, I like Dak Prescott going against the Detroit Lions. I think he's going to come back with a vengeance today. I got to take Jimmy G going against Kansas City, obviously, with the addition of McCaffrey. I think he's going to be able to put some numbers. We'll see about McCaffrey today, but I think just the threat of having him in the lineup is going to make Jimmy G that much better. I like Geno Smith going against the Chargers. Damian Pierce going against the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm taking Kenyon Drake today. I think he's going to be the guy with Dobbins going out. I think he'll be the guy today going against Cleveland who gives it up on the ground. I'm going to take Brian Robinson. He's come back from that shooting going against Green Bay. He seems to be the guy. Antonio Gibson just really has fallen off this year. At wide receiver, I'm taking Lazard. He's either had a touchdown or a 100-yard game every single week this year going against Washington. And I'm hoping I got Aaron Rodgers. I'm hoping this is the week he finally kind of gets off the schneid and they figure this out and start scoring some points. I like Deontay Johnson going against Miami, and I'm taking Josh Reynolds today going against Dallas. And, a team I picked up this week before it was announced before Russell Wilson is I picked up the New York Jets defense, believe it or not. And I thought this is something that could really help me down the stretch because defenses, if they can score, they can really help your fantasy team. And then it turns out it's a bonus because now Wilson's out and Rippman's going to be in. So now I'm sitting here, even though the Broncos are my team, I'm kind of licking my chops today thinking I could get a score. I could get a bunch of sacks, some interceptions. They could hold them to 10 points or less, and the Jets could really come through for me defensively today. So those are my picks for Week 7 of the NFL season.
Fantasy, it's Mike. I got a question for you.
he just called you fantasy.
He's fantasy guru.
With a strange look on his face.
He goes by.
Which is bad.
Listen, if you had to pick one or the other, okay, you ready?
Yep.
Herbert's playing Seattle.
I got Herbert.
And Jackson's playing Cleveland for a quarterback.
Yeah, I'm
going
going
one
Jackson.
over the other? Okay,
I'm going Jackson. Yeah, Jackson, I think, is going to have a really good game this week. Herbert, I'll tell you what, I had to go against him last week, and I didn't have that big of a lead, and I was really sweating it out, and then he ends up with no touchdowns, which really shocked me, so I was able to come out with a win with that last week. But I have Jackson in one league. The guy's a stud, and I think today he's going to put up some big numbers.
I'm going to stick with him.
So it's a lot of work, man. You got to be on top of this fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Like a general manager every
you're
week, right?
trading
You're making your trades, a
and
guru,
the buys,
right?
And, this
the
guy.
Guru's on the top of it. Fantasy football guru. We always ask you for your pick at this time of the show, but there's no Eagles game this week. So let's talk about the Phillies. What do you think the Phillies will close it out today if they play? That game last night was ridiculous. I mean, is that unbelievable? Right. The stadium, it sounded so quiet after the top of the first, and then it was just crazy. I was watching a neighbor's garage, and we were kind of deflated, and then all of a sudden it was like, all right, we're back. And what a crazy game. I'll tell you what, man. I would not want to play the Philadelphia Phillies. I know we got to win another game before we can even think about the World Series, so you don't put the cart before the horse. But, man, I'll tell you what, they are playing so well. Even when they make mistakes, they don't let it keep them down. They bounce back. They had a couple of errors the game before and the base running mistakes, but they are really, it's amazing right now what they're doing. And I was telling my wife, we came out here to do a little shopping for Halloween today, and we were driving. I said, could you imagine? I said, what are the odds the Eagles have the bye today? I said, could you imagine if the Eagles were home today, what that place would have been like if you had the back-to-back games today? With the Eagles being undefeated and the Phillies possibly clinching today, it would have been absolute chaos up there. I'm taking the Phillies today, and I'm going 5-2. 5-2. Yeah.
Okay.
I got to tell you, man, you're right. That game last night was amazing. I was like, I was like sitting, I was kind of rocking in my chair and feeling it. Like when they got down so quick, like I didn't think we were out of it. Like, sometimes you think we're done. Not last night.
They're coming back.
They came back.
Fighting Phillies.
Yeah,
it was a great game.
We have too many bats, guys. We have too many.
Bryce Harper. We've been talking the last couple of days about the significance of Bryce Harper, reigning MVP from last year. He's playing out of his mind, bro.
Nah, he really is.
Yeah, he is. He really is, man. I mean, he had the doubles last night and the RBIs, and he's just hitting unbelievable right now. He's hitting his stride. The funny thing is, again, I'm not trying to look ahead, but I don't know if you guys looked at it. I don't know if you looked at the World Series schedule. Do you know when Game 1 is for the home or Game 1 home game?
No.
I do.
Trick or treat.
Could you only imagine what that's going to be like at the stadium? People,
man. People in costumes.
Halloween night.
Crazy Halloween night, and I'm thinking, oh God, you got a decision to make. Do you take your kids trick or treating, or you go to Philly?
We know what you'll be doing.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know the Eagles play November 3rd at Houston?
Yeah, as you did, the Eagles are at Houston. If
That
it looks
Thursday.
like the Astros are going to beat looks like they're going to beat the
yeah.
Yankees. Well, never know. But hey, how about that?
You'll have the
I can't
Eagles
afford
and
a
the Phillies
divorce
playing.
attorney.
All right, Guru. Listen, as always, we really appreciate it. Next week we'll be back at yesterday's. You got to come on out and sit with us.
I'm available now, so season's
all
over.
right. There he is, the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, and the
Thank you,
Maserati
bro.
Mainline Sports Hotline. Thanks, Brian. All right, the guru, the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, is brought to you by Padula Masonry. Ron Padula has been in business for 25 years. With his experience, when you choose Padula Masonry to complete your project, you're choosing peace of mind. Foundations, concrete, bricks, stone, stucco, pavers, and more. You name it. If it has cement, they do it. That's Padula Masonry. Give them a call at 609-399-8009 or check out the website, PadulaMasonry.com. I want to remind people the second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is a award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. You can play on their 18-hole championship golf course, enjoy fine dining, experience lively atmosphere in the pub. There's always a full calendar of golf and social events throughout the season to appeal to everyone. For more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these games and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. We're broadcasting live from the pool at Harrah's here in Atlantic City for the locker room with Billy Schweim, Brad Quast, Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The excitement of a big play.
He won't get it. It ricochets off the wall. Gets away from Harris. Real Muto to third. He's being waved in. JT Real Muto and inside the park. Home run.
And all the drama of sports.
Swing and a miss. The Philadelphia Phillies are moving on to the National League Championship Series. A total team effort.
All in one place. 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons or Electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
You want the best Mexican food in South Jersey? Go to Red's Jersey Mex.
Hey, this is Red's. Come visit us at 11th and Haven in Ocean City, New Jersey, where we have been cooking up the best Mexican food, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, fajitas, enchiladas, Jersey fresh salads, and so much more since 2004 using only the finest ingredients available.
That's right. Go to Red's Jersey Mex. Call for takeout at 609-399-2272 or dine in. That's Red's Jersey Mex, 11th and Haven in Ocean City, 609-399-2272 or RedsJerseyMex.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Red's Jersey Mex Cafe.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
On Friday, November 4th, AEW is on the road to Full Gear as AEW Rampage returns to Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City for the last time in 2022.
Hottest ticket in town.
Experience what All Elite Wrestling is all about, live and in person.
Oh my God!
You won't want to miss MJF.
I'm better than you, and you know it.
Saraya.
The revolution.
John Moxley.
You better step up or get stepped on.
Brian Danielson. Claudio Castagnoli. Dr. Britt Baker. DMD. Eddie Kingston.
I'll fight all of you right now.
Orange Cassidy. The Acclaim.
Everyone loves the Acclaim.
Swerve in Our Glory. Hook. Hangman Adam Page.
Hangman's in the house.
Jade. FTR.
Top guys. Out.
Tony Storm. Wardlow. Darby Allin. Chris Jericho. And the Jericho Appreciation Society.
And that's entertainment.
And many more will be there live. Don't miss AEW Live at Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City. Tickets are on sale now and start at $20 plus fees. Go to AEWTIX.com now. Card subject to change.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
We're broadcasting live from the pool at Harrah's here in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and the NFL Sunday Splash. This is the place to be. It's NFL Central. For all your, you got 30 big screen TVs, a huge screen on either end of the pool. They got the pregame tailgate for the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games, and at halftime they put out a great spread. Come on down. The pool is starting to fill up. We got Eagles fans, Philly fans,
Giants,
San Fran,
a
little bit of everybody.
So I'm looking at the standings here for the NFC East, and the Eagles obviously 6-0, Giants are 5-1, 4-2 Cowboys, and of course the Commanders are 2-4. Carlin, you just asked a very good question during the break. Who do you want to see lose today, or who do you want to see lose today more?
Giants.
The Cowboys or the Giants?
Giants. Gotta be the Giants.
Yeah, I think the Giants too, right?
Andrew agrees.
Giants lose.
Fans
is
agree.
Better for us.
We have a Giants fan saying no.
Yeah, she's shaking her head.
Shaking
Right?
her head.
But you look at the point. I always like to look at the points for and against.
Okay.
Right? You can see, like, if the Eagles have 161 points they've scored, and they've only given up 105. Only the Cowboys have given up less at 98. There's not much less.
Yeah, the Cowboys have a great defense. So that just shows you once Dak comes back healthy and they're going to put up some offense numbers, that's what scares me about the Cowboys. Because their defense is unbelievable.
We were just talking about the Giants.
Right,
We all agree that's who we're worried about.
Yeah.
So you asked me to do a little homework.
Yeah.
I did a little team stats. You ready? Passing yards, they're 31st in the league. Rushing yards, they're 4th. That's Barkley. Okay.
Right.
Points for, they're 19th. Points against, 25th.
Yeah, they can't stop anybody.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
I think we'll be fine moving forward with them.
I mean, Giants, their offense has only put 127 points up.
Yeah.
And you
Stop
pointed
the
this out to
run.
people. They didn't even play anybody.
Yeah,
really.
I'm scared about Dallas's defense. They're pretty good.
All right, but they got it. But they're having trouble scoring. I mean, Cooper Rush threw 3 interceptions
Yeah,
against us.
eventually they're going to score points, get it together.
And by the way, here's another thing, Q. We talk about the crowd. That crowd Sunday night was really giving it. I mean, the Cowboys couldn't hear. They were going
Couldn't hear anything.
Silent counts and everything.
Yeah, it definitely was an advantage for us. No doubt about it.
You got to come on down to the pool. We're broadcasting live, but we'll be here all afternoon for the NFL Sunday Splash, watching all the games. It's nice and warm in here. It's like
Beautiful.
82 degrees. The water.
You feel a little
swimming.
I feel bad. I didn't wear my shorts. You guys
told me. Well, you didn't read the memo. I
told me
it
it was going to be nice in here.
It doesn't matter what's going on outside. It's always warm in the pool.
That's right.
And you got to come on down.
The month of November and
It's a
December
great place
here.
to have a boot.
Well, it's going to be
Have you come down. You have your own cabana.
Yeah, it's
right.
nice.
Just chill out, watch
exotic
TV,
drinks.
Right?
I mean,
Exotic
you
drinks.
close your eyes, you could be anywhere right
Yeah,
now.
it's perfect, right? All tropical and it's great.
So, do you think Dak Prescott, one of our lovely waitresses, walking by there saying hi? She's got a referee's jersey on. You know,
The sites are good.
They're
The
throwing
sites
the
are
flag
nice.
at us. Dak Prescott. You think he's going to have a good game today? I don't think he's it.
I think it's going to be one of them.
I don't think they're going to ask too much about to do. I mean, you got to protect that kid.
They're going to ease him in.
Ease him in.
I think at the end of the they'll be glad he got on the field, and they'll be glad to say we're moving forward. He'll have another week of practice. But I think they just want to get a win and get out.
All right, and Daniel Jones with the Giants. I mean, I'm not worried.
No, he doesn't scare me. He doesn't scare me.
And then, of course, the Commanders. They're a mess.
They're done.
Well, they're done. What do they got?
They got to get rid of the
Carson
owner.
Wentz is even playing.
They got to get rid of the owner. They're a mess. Yeah.
So I mean, if you look at with the NFC East, Jalen Hurts he's the man. He's the best quarterback in it, right?
You guys hate when I do this. We don't have to talk about our conference. I mean, our division no more.
Right.
We got to start talking about our conference.
Well, who else scares you? Green Bay doesn't scare me anymore.
Well, Green Bay's going to get it together with Aaron. So I think the Niners we got to worry about now.
Yep.
Okay, and Green Bay's always Green Bay.
Everybody forgets about the Rams.
The Rams are the Rams. The Rams will always be there with their quarterback and coaching.
Yeah,
good defense.
I think it's San Fran. I think with that one player, it's like in the NBA where you bring in that one extra player that they didn't have and they jump.
And their defense is good, too.
So the 49ers have a good defense. They've only let up 89 points so far this year. You look at the Packers. Packers giving up a lot of points. They've surrendered 123 points.
They can't stop anybody.
They can't stop anybody either. And by the way, they've only scored 107 points. So they're not scoring either.
Yeah.
Carlin, and who else you worried about in the NFC? In the conference, not just the
Dallas at the end.
Do the Saints scare you?
No.
The Saints scare you? Okay.
No.
I mean, who else?
I guess the 49ers.
49ers would have to be.
I mean, with McCaffrey now.
Seattle scare you anymore?
Guys,
No.
I have two names written down.
Right.
San
Francisco and the Eagles.
That's
Yep.
it.
That's it.
That's who scares
That's it.
San Fran.
Of course, obviously, the Buccaneers. Here, a lot of people make. Let me ask you this
about Tom
question:
Brady,
About Tom Brady, I mean, he didn't go through the walkthrough. He went to Kraft's wedding.
Yep.
Is that a big deal, Q? Do the players get pissed off? You're talking about the GOAT. You're talking about the greatest quarterback ever to put a uniform on.
How about a bigger question?
Hold on, let him answer that one.
I don't think the players care, but
the media's making a big deal.
It's the optics of it. Like the media, of course, they want to.
Because he's yelling at the offensive line.
Yeah, if you go away and you don't go, just that game.
Yeah, but it's Tom Brady.
It's Tom Brady, and he's just so competitive, and he's yelling at the linemen, and that's what they pick up. Everyone, oh my gosh, he's yelling at his guys. He didn't.
Is that a big deal, Carlin?
It's a huge deal. It's a bigger deal.
Really?
But yeah,
he's Tom Brady.
I don't
He's
care.
earned the right to be yelled at, whether he's in practice or not.
Oh, so you just set the precedent for next year. I want to go to a wedding on Friday. God, well, you let Tom did last year.
Well, you're Tom Brady.
So
He's
not Tom Brady.
You're not Tom Brady.
More question. How about the owner of the team? Of all times to get married, you got to get married in the middle of the season on a Friday night. That's the bigger question.
But
you want your players to be there. Why do it on a Friday?
The media's going nuts because Tom Brady was yelling at a couple players on the sideline. He's got the right to do that.
There's questions coming out that Tom Brady may not last the season.
Well, he might not.
I know.
Josh, what do you? Josh,
Well,
he's had a tough offseason.
Brady became Brady because he wasn't above the fray, because he was part of the guys, because he was one of the guys going to work, doing all the steps, doing everything that was necessary. Now all of a sudden,
missed 11 days because he had
now all of a
personal
sudden,
problems.
now all of a sudden it's like, oh, so he's better than us? Like,
yeah, he's better than us.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's Tom Brady.
but the guy literally built his reputation on not.
But he. So to me, seeing him yelling at the offensive line, they weren't doing their job. So Tom Brady, whether he missed one practice or not, he has the right to do that. I think, to yell at his offensive line. Who cares what it looked like? He wants to win.
I think the goats thing is wearing off.
We can agree.
I think, but in the locker room, I think it's wearing off in Tampa Bay.
So he's got personal problems to deal with.
Everyone's got personal problems.
Well, you're no Tom Brady.
I'm no Tom Brady.
All right, fellas, let's enjoy the bye week. We've got a lot of football to watch here. We hope the Giants lose today. We hope the Cowboys lose today.
What fans are there? They got Eagles fans.
Well, we hope the Phillies win today. Let's go Phillies.
Let's go Phillies.
Let's go Phillies today. We're here at the pool in Atlantic City at Harrah's. Come on down. Watch all the games on all their big screen TVs. This is the place to be. Enjoy the bye week. And thanks, Q. Great job.
Great show.
Scott Grayson, Mike Carlin, the Guru. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Sunday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Let's go Phillies. And let's get a double and get off to Houston.
Get off to Houston. And, Dallas lose, Giants lose. That would be a
See
great
you next
day.
week. See you.
We're looking for one spooky spokesperson to promote one dime down